You were humming music to yourself softly, not to disturb the other customer right there. You were humming while your headphones were on. The door got all your attention. After you heard the door opening, you removed the headphones and smiled and welcomed the customer. It was the same mysterious customer. You bowed to him as he said, "My usual order." You nodded and asked him to have a seat, and then he left from there. He was strange for so many reasons. You start preparing his strawberry milkshake with extra sugar and some cookies. While making all this, you were stealing a glance at him. Usually the owner of the cafe never allow any creep or other jerk here, or else it might affect the comfortable image of the cafe, and college girls from the nearby college might stop coming after feeling unsafe or uncomfortable. By now he was exceptional. He was allowed despite he always have his mask on in the cafe. He used to have his beverage through straw and sit in the corner. Surprisingly, comes here daily from past 3 weeks. The owner, Mrs. Choi, never stop him. He never comes here with anyone but alone, but you were sure that he wasn't a creep at all. You noticed it many times that no matter how many girls come inside and how loud or silent, he would not even look at any of them. But sometimes you still think he looked at you, for sometimes do steal few glances from you, but you shrug your thought thinking that he is not that type of guy. "Here's your order, sir." You served him and smiled at him. He nodded. He always keep his word minimal and usually just nod. Time skip after your shift. The cafe was all empty and you were ready to leave from there when someone entered the cafe and you yelled without looking at that person, "Sorry, we are closed now." "Really? But I came here with a lot of hope." You recognized the voice, making you turn to see your best friend Chai, and went near her and hugged her. "I was passing by, so I thought to meet you before I leave, and also I have fun ideas to make your online boyfriend come and meet you. I wanted to say this to you in person." "You are here to tell me this?" you asked with a frown. "Of course. After all, he's your first boyfriend. You only one in our friend circle who did made us meet her handsome boyfriend, our brother-in-law." You blushed as she chuckled and showed you some videos on her phone which she saved for you. It was "let's break up" prank on your partner. You giggled seeing different couple reaction. The girl in the video started crying whereas the boy kisses her straight away. "No, no, it's too serious. I can't do that. He might not like it." "Ah, come on. Maybe it can be the reason that he get convinced to come and meet you in real life." Your eyes lifted up after hearing her words and looked at her with a soft smile. "I know he's denying for a long time, so let's try. Anyway, if he loved you, then it shouldn't be a problem, and he'll deny straight away. Why are you so scared?" she said, making you nod, but you were still in a dilemma. Should you try this or not? You have never seen him in real life, and how will things work out? You asked him many times to meet up or send pictures of each other, but he denied. "I just hope it should work in my favor." "Okay, I'll do. That's my girl. By the way, I came here to give you this. The this cute dress you wanted, but it ran out of stock, right? My cousin was coming and it was available in that city, so enjoy. I'll leave now. You can pay me later. Mom is waiting outside." You accepted the dress and nodded as she ran away from there. "My silly bestie. She came here to give me this, but her naughty nature, which she'll never forget, and asked me to do that prank." You smiled and quickly took your things together and left from there. Time skipped to your house. You jumped on your bed after having such an exhausting day and took your phone from the side table to see any message, and your lips formed a smile after seeing his message. You smiled and then thought of what Chai said. If I want him to meet me in real life, then I need to do this. You said as you opened the message and directly typed, "Let's break up." You waited for a while and then again the notification came. Why? What did I do wrong? He asked. The relationship will not work. Things have changed between us now, and I don't think it will work out now, so let's put it to an end. You typed and waited for his response. He did message back for around 5 minutes. You wanted to write something more to see his reaction, but he wasn't responding, only making your heart clench. Is he shocked, or does it not matter to him? You have made him an inseparable part of your life, and you never wanted it to end like this and wanted to stop all this and say it was a prank, but the fear that it doesn't matter to him maybe made you stop. Is it your final decision, Petrol, that you want to break up? What if I say yes, I want to do, then what will you do? You waited for his response impatiently, and your eyes were glued to the phone screen and your heart was thumping loudly. You were biting your lips in nervousness, but your heart broke into pieces when he didn't reply you back. You waited for half an hour, but still you didn't got any reply. Tears made its way out of your ear as he didn't even try to stop all this. He didn't try to convince you that it will work out and we shouldn't break up. Instead, he went offline. You started sobbing, thinking all this was one-way relationship only by your side. You didn't wanted to accept all this, but you didn't had any choice. You buried yourself in your soft pillow and sobbed until you fell asleep and drifted off to your dreamland. Time skipped to next day. Your eyes were a little swollen because of crying too much last night, and your nose was red as well. You were still upset of all the things, but had no mood to go to cafe and have courage or strength to smile and wish the customer as you usually do, but you can't do anything either. You have to work. It was very difficult for you to get a job at such a decent cafe and salary. You tied your hair, which you usually keep open and free, but today you were hell frustrated already and didn't want it to keep your hair open and handle it all day. You just had an apple and left from there after locking your house correctly. Time skipped to cafe. You came inside the cafe, but to see people inside, your shift started after 2 hours. The cafe actually opened. The cafe opened at 8, but your shift is from 10 a.m. So it is normal for you to see so many people having their breakfast there. A small crowd already in cafe. Mrs. Choi. Oh, you came, Ryan. Please now help me handle the rush. You nodded, changed yourself first into uniform of the cafe in the changing room and started helping her. Mrs. Choi, is something wrong today? Why are you so upset? She asked you as you were usually very bubbly and cheerful person who always carries a beautiful smile. You just simply shook your head and got yourself busy in work. Time skipped to evening. Mrs. Choi, why and today we have a special guest here. He has booked the entire cafe and you have to serve him. Be careful, okay? I'll leave all this to you as I have some important work. I have to handle that VIP guest alone. You panicked, but she nodded and left from there before you could even protest. But how will I? Mrs. Choi, don't worry, you only have one guest, but he will not come alone, right? He has booked the entire cafe, this huge cafe, then it must be something special for him. My today's day is all bad. Nothing good happened today. Everything is a mess here, he said as he went near the cooking utensil to keep everything ready for the VIP. God knows what he'll order. Then you need to be ready to cook everything on time. After all, the performance of the cafe affected your salary as well. You were checking if everything was there or not when someone whispered near your ears in his deep husky voice, making shiver ran through your spine. Why did you break up with me, Petrol? Your breath hitched and you wanted to turn and see him. See your, no, your ex-boyfriend. But before you could turn, you were back hugged by him tightly, making it difficult for you to turn. Why you came here now, huh? When you didn't even try to stop me from breaking up. Why? You said while shuddering as tears started forming in your eyes. Because I wanted to convince you in person. Your heart stopped and you smiled after listening to his word, but still controlled yourself. Now I am still angry on you. I am not talking to you. Leave me. I booked the entire cafe for us and now you are asking me to leave. It's not fair, Petal. I even had to ask Mrs. Choi to leave everything to you and leave you alone here. It took my time. So it was all your plan? Yes, it was mine. Don't you want to see your boyfriend? He said as he freed you from his arm and slowly turned to him. The mysterious guy, your thigh? He nodded as he pecked your forehead. I used to come here every day to see my petal and her beautiful smile. The first time I saw you was playing with the children in the garden and then your Instagram profile and how we randomly started talking. You were lost in his eyes, which were looking at you deeply. Can I? You asked, asking for the permission to remove his mask, and he nodded, making you smile. The entire world stopped after you saw the person in front of you. Your breath got unsteady. Mafia leader V, the most dangerous and richest mafia of entire Asia. You were too shocked as you took a step back, but he immediately wrapped his arm around your waist. Careful, there is a sharp corner of the counter. He picked you up and made you sit on counter. Did you like your boyfriend, Angel? Is he handsome or not? He said as he started leaning close to you, making you gulp and start bending backward. The real reason why I wasn't showing you my face and was not ready to meet, but I didn't had any choice now after you asked for breakup. Now tell me why. He wrapped his arm around your waist and one near your shoulder to stop you from bending backward to keep you close to him. He brushed his nose against yours and asked again. It was just a prank, a way to make you come and meet me, you said while closing your eyes tightly. You opened your eyes after you felt your hair clip being pulled out and your hairs again danced free on your shoulder and back. You look beautiful in your open hair. Don't tie them, he said with a chuckle. Well, it will be a lie if I say it was difficult for me. After knowing my identity, Mrs. Choi never stopped me from coming into cafe and seeing you, but it surely was unfair that you never saw me. He chuckled, seeing your pouty lips. So tell me, Petal, do you accept me as your lawful husband? Your eyes widened at his word as he smirked. Of course, why to wait now when our relationship is already this perfect until this prank? But I met you in person now only. Then how much time you want, Mrs. Kim? Your cheeks grew red as you noticed his playful smirk. What if I say no, huh? Stop it, you said in low voice while looking down with your red cheeks. Will you? Try me once and say that while looking in my eyes. You looked up to reply, but words stuck in your throat after seeing him this close and his deep eyes. I'm listening. Say ahead. He was biting his lips to tease you more, making you smile shyly and hugged him tightly as he chuckled and hugged you as well. You confessed him. He confessed back. Thank you for being my medicine after having a tiring, frustrating day, he said as he pulled you out of his hug and looked at your eyes and then at your lips. Can I? He asked, making you gulp and close your eyes. Soon after a while, you felt his lips against yours. You both